Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another McJuggerNuggets video on the Crispy Crumb channel. I'm your new temporary host, MrVivid. I actually have my own channel, so if you want to, just stop by and just say hi, you can go ahead and do that. You should also subscribe. Check out all my videos. You should also turn on notifications. Please. Nah. Anyway, we're gonna get right into the video, and we're gonna start off with a recap of what happened in episode 3 of My Virtual Escape. So to start off on this recap, you can first see Isaac make his decision on who to give the crystals that we saw to. He actually ends up giving it to Michael, and Michael is like, "Yo, what's up, dude? Thanks so much, appreciate it." And he has a little talk with Isaac, and at the end he mentions to let him know if there's anything going on with this another player named ARACHNID, and ARACHNID's just known apparently around the whole community just for being a fucking badass and killing a shit ton of people apparently. So Michael lets Isaac know, like, hey, know anything about this ARACHNID guy? Let me know. This is your new mission, man. Just shit like that, you know.
If you ever come across some man with this web tattoo on his eye, goes by the name ARACHNID, you tell me immediately.
And he then leaves, and Isaac wanders off to what apparently isn't his house. Like Michael said, yo, this isn't your house. It may look like it, but it's not, man. You may have grew up in there, it's not your house. It's someone else's house. People live in there. But then later in the video, we actually see the one and only Angela Golsa, who is also known as Psycho Mom on the Christian Golsa channel. And, she's known to be in all these freak out videos and just shit like that. But she, this character that plays Psycho Mom is actually playing as Isaac's mom in this My Virtual Escape series, like we've previously said. You know what's funny? Look at what Christian Golsa posted on his channel. So he was actually kind of showing that this was going to happen. Anyways, while Jesse has his VR helmet on, Mary and Joseph go into his room and find his little stash of weed. It's not good, man. It's not good. Not good for Isaac, dude. He needs that shit, man. Isaac is still like in his own world, hanging out with his mom in the VR game, and just all these like cool clips of Isaac and his mom spending time together, smoking dope, good stuff. Then Mary ends up throwing water at Isaac's face, obviously making Isaac take off the helmet and be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And Isaac gets like really mad at Mary, and then Mary throws this huge ass fit and cries, and it's just top quality.
Oh, what the fuck? Yo!
Then Joseph, Isaac's father, ends up sitting down and having a talk with Isaac, and when Isaac confronts to his father that he's been using the VR to talk to his mom, Joseph gets really angry about this, saying shit like, you shouldn't be playing that game just to talk to your mom, and just, I don't know, weird shit like that. It's weird that he doesn't want Isaac to have any like communication with his mom for some reason. I don't know, I thought that was just pretty weird. Kind of want to know more about the family drama, and hopefully we can actually figure out more about that later in the series. That would be pretty cool. So then a few days pass, and then Leah, another character that we mentioned in previous videos, she comes over to Isaac's house, and because Isaac wants her to try out on the VR, and she ends up trying on the VR, and she's confused about what's going on. She's weirded out about this whole new experience, and she ends up going to Isaac's garage. But when she goes in there, this dude with like a fucking spider tattoo face attacks her, and then she takes off the VR helmet, freaks out, telling Isaac that she doesn't want him playing that anymore. But of course Isaac doesn't listen. Isaac ends up wearing the helmet anyway, and he tries to find ARACHNID. And when he finds ARACHNID, he sees him practicing with nunchucks for some fucking reason. And then that Malachi kid ends up showing up again, and ARACHNID actually, kills ARACHNID kills Malachi. it's, you know, I was like, what the fuck? I feel like they should have had more story for Malachi. I thought it would be really cool. I wonder if you went, like, if the majority vote was to give the crystals to Malachi, I wonder if they would have explored Malachi's story more. I thought that would be pretty cool. I don't know, I feel like he should have explored Malachi's story more. That would have been amazing. So after Arachnid kills Malachi, Isaac actually confronts Arachnid, almost gets fucking shot, but then he says that he wants Arachnid to teach Isaac how to do those tricks with the nunchucks and just how to survive in this game. And Arachnid ends up agreeing to it before they can actually do anything or talk about anything. Joseph ends up taking the helmet off of Isaac's head, and then, you know, saying that, like, yo, it's time for Mother Sarah's session. So he kind of gets pissed off, and then he throws like this hissy fit when they're trying to do the session. She's like, hey, you need to speak to Jesus. You need Jesus in your life. He's like, fuck you, and that's basically about it. You know, just the usual classic Isaac.
There's no fucking God, because if there was a God, he wouldn't have made me.
Then after the session, he goes back to his room, puts on the VR helmet, and then talks to Arachnid. They have this huge conversation about what the game is actually about, and apparently the game is like a last man standing game like Fortnite or PUBG, where you have to kill people, be the last man standing, but then you have to fight the Overlord. And this Overlord character, we've seen a few mentions from him, like beginning of the series, we saw him on the paper. We basically haven't really heard anything about him. This is some really big news, because at some point we're obviously going to see the Overlord or hear something about the Overlord when the time comes. But yeah, apparently after the last man standing, you have to kill the Overlord, and after you kill the Overlord, you are able to have a wish granted to you in real life, basically. And Isaac is like, that's so stupid. He doesn't really believe it, but you can kind of see that he's slowly starting to believe it, slowly starting to believe this game more and more. And I feel like we'll see more of that in future episodes and as this story progresses. But then this episode ends with the cliffhanger where Isaac has to decide if he wants to do the mission for Michael, where he either turns in Arachnid or kills Arachnid, I forget which one it is, or to go with Arachnid and basically be his another set of eyes on this drug deal or something like that. And I'm really excited to see where that story goes. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Arachnid. I checked the majority votes yesterday and most people were saying Arachnid, so I really want to see that. I'm excited to see that. I voted for Arachnid because I really think the story would go in a more exciting direction if he went with Arachnid. I don't know, I just want to see Arachnid's character build up, and I want to see, I want to learn more about that character, like his backstory and just all this shit. I think that would be really cool, because there's like basically no backstory to Michael. I think it's been confirmed that he's a bot, so there's not really any backstory you could have for him. But Arachnid, he might be a real person. Of course, he could also be a bot, but if he's a real person, you can have more character development, you can have more backstory, and I think that'd be pretty fucking cool, to be honest. Alright, so there's some noticeable things from this episode. One of those things being in the letter that Isaac received. It's something that said that this certain mode, if it's on, it could result into death. But of course Isaac didn't get to read it, he didn't pay attention, and also the letter ended up burning, so he couldn't read that. But apparently if this mode is on, and if the switch is on, then that could result into death. But Isaac has no clue what the switch means or what the mode means, so he has the switch on. So maybe he could get close to death in this, which that's pretty cool.
Actually, what is that switch? Well, we'll just keep that off. I still don't know what that is. It should.
Great.
Next, if we go back to the Snap Into It video from a couple weeks back, we can see this happen to Jesse's dad.
Excuse me? You don't talk to me that way. You cannot control your sadness, Ridgway. Therefore, you cannot control me.
And if that means
I will not be silenced.
then it's time to fly into the light.
This will do perfectly.
In the end of the new video, we hear this audio.
Seems we have an unwelcome player in our world. He will be silenced.
So there were some people speculating that Jeff you know, Jesse's dad, or the devil, whatever you want to call him, maybe he turned into the Overlord. We will just have to kind of wait and see where that progresses to figure out what's going on there. Also, even before Arachnid was introduced, we got to see his character in the Devil's Lost Souls video, which I thought was pretty fucking cool. We also got to see Mother Sarah, but we might have mentioned that earlier, so, I mean... Anyway, that's about it for today. I really wish we could have talked about more, but there's really nothing to talk about as of now. There's going to be more to talk about when the series actually progresses more, but that's about it. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like on this video, leave your feedback in the comments, leave your theories. I will make sure to read every single one, even though this is going on Crispy's channel. I don't fucking care, I'll read every single comment. But if you guys want to check out my channel, I post MGN theories as well. I'm starting to do a little bit more content. I think I'm going to be posting a reaction video soon, so that's pretty cool. Make sure to go check that out. But you won't regret checking my channel, I can promise you that. But anyway, yeah, just make sure to show some love in this video, show some love to my channel, and yeah, stay crispy.